What up, what up? Silver Days, Crypto Clay, Roger, good to see you. Shane, 626, stack 'em. Good to see everyone here. Just finishing up, setting up a couple things on the back end. So appreciate everyone bearing with me as I figure out this, and then we'll jump right into it in a minute. Liam, good to see you. Sunday Slide, RPM, Dave Nelson, true. Hope everyone's doing well. Ed, good to see you. Ed, drop the link for the merch. Drop the link for the merch, and then we'll go over it live. I can't pull from that email right now, so just drop the link here real quick, and we'll go into it. All right. Let's see what we got. Crypto Clay says, I was thinking this group needs an official name, a banner, if you will. All right. I'll think on that. We'll come up with some good names and we'll do a vote. I like that idea though, Crypto Clay. I had never thought about that, but that's a good idea. Ronald Stewart, good to see you. Fig Nose. XRP Lucky. Bad Drivers. Yeah, guys, make sure to drop a like on the stream early. It's super helpful in getting more people in here. It makes it so everyone... It makes it so everyone gets the stream pushed to them nice and early rather than the end. Oh, Kawhi Girl, that's so funny. Thank you. Yeah, that was a great interview on Spotify. I was hoping he was going to post it to... I was hoping he was going to call it, post it on YouTube as well so I could post it to my channel, but I'll have to check. Let me see if he ever got around to posting that on YouTube real quick. That was a fun interview, though, but thank you so much, Kawhi Girl. Mickle Militia. Oh, I like that. Let's see. That's a good one. Mickle Militia. That's catchy, too. Oh, Crypto Clay's on board, too. Okay. Mickle Militia. I like that a lot. Still open to hearing more names, though. Still opening to hearing more names, but I like that first one a lot. Let's see. What was the guy's Wired for Impact? I think it was. Wired for Impact. Let me see if you ever got that posted on... Doesn't look like it. I should ask him if he's going to do that because I feel like not a lot of people went over to Spotify to watch that that interview, and it was a great interview. So I'll figure out how to get that maybe posted on my YouTube channel. I always just want to take people's content and just that I'm in and just like post it on my channel, but it's kind of like a weird gray area. Like I don't want to make anyone like feel like I'm like stealing the content, but I guess it's me anyway, so who cares? I don't know. We'll figure it out. What RPM say? Mickle Mafia. That's good too. Mickle Mob. Mickle Militia. Mickle Mafia. Mickle Mafia is like a little shorter and quicker. I like Mickle Mafia right now. I like Mickle Mafia. It's like nice and short. It flows. There's a lot of good ones here. There's a lot of good ones, but Mickle Mafia is sticking right now. The Mickle Militia, Mickle Militia. Their Vol sounds so good. Mickle Militia, Mickle Mafia. All right, so right now we have Mickle Militia, Mickle Mafia. We'll get a vote going in a minute. That's two really good ones, though. That's two really good ones. Guys, make sure to hit the like button if you're on YouTube. Make sure to drop a retweet if you're on X. Super helpful. I'm checking over the news real quick, seeing if there's anything interesting there. There were a couple. There were. Oh man, some of these comments are so funny. Mickle Marines, I like that. I do like that, Roger. I don't know if you guys saw this. This was pretty crazy. It looks like a section of the DOJ is using Coinbase to manage their crypto portfolio. And I understand I'm not showing it yet. I'm trying to get this over there. But what's so funny about this is Coinbase is getting sued by the SEC right now for being an unregistered broker. All meanwhile, the United States is actually working with Coinbase in order to purchase and sell digital assets. So it's just kind of a funny dichotomy there, where on one end you have these people getting sued by one administration or one part of the administration, and the other part of the administration is collaborating with them. So here was another interesting article posted by Smoke. It's a partnership between Ripple and the Federal Reserve, and here's one of the documentation or pieces of documents from that partnership. You can see FedNow directly linked to Visa, American Express, MasterCard, all Ripple partners, tying down into exchanges, and one of those exchanges being RippleNet. So some very interesting documents kind of just leaked on the back end here. It's always so funny what ends up getting pushed. You know, some of these things, it's like, it's so hidden, and people sometimes, I feel like, think like, oh, if it's hidden, that means it's not true. But it seems like to me more and more these things are becoming actual partnerships and being brought to light. Mickle Mob, Mickle Marines, Mickle Magic. That's a little much on myself right there. Here's another one from the BIS right here. Crypto Asset Standard, January 1st, 2026. It's so funny to see someone like the BIS calling it a crypto asset standard. It really just shows that there's so much being built out in these networks behind the scenes, and the largest institutions on earth have plans for these asset classes. Mighty Mickle Mouse. Mickle Mouse is good, but I have to say, I think I like what were the two, or the Mickle Militia and Mickle Militia, Mickle Mafia, and Mickle Militia, Mickle Mafia, Mickle's Pickles. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get the wrong viewer there, Roger, if I start putting that out there. I don't know if we're gonna have. I don't know if these chats would be as PG if I started putting that out there. Mickle Mainstream. These are good. These are so good. Mickle Magic. Yeah, that's another one where I don't know. We might attract some interesting viewers with Magic Mickle. Maybe like a bunch of magicians. Crew Mickle, Gang Mickle, Cartel Clan Mickle, Alliance Mickle. I like that. A little bit of a change in order. So Mickle Mafia, the Mickle. It would be the Mickle Militia, the Mickle Militia. I kind of like that. The Mickle Militia, the Mickle Mafia. Mickle Crew Mickle. Those are all solid. Mickle Madmen, Italian Stallion. I'm not Italian, but Italian Stallion. That'd be so funny. It's like I'm not even Italian. Mickelbacks. That's good, Luke. That's good. Luke had Mickelbacks. That's good. I'm not gonna do that because that's just like, that's tough if I'm gonna be like branding my following after Nickelback, but Mickelbacks is an excellent name. That's an excellent name. SEAL Team Mickle. Mickle me this. Mickle Crew out. Oh, these are awesome. These are awesome. Here's a good one. Harbinger asks, how did I get the name Mickle? My last name is McLaughlin. So the first 3 letters of McLaughlin are MCL. And back in high school, everyone would call me Mickle just because when people would write down my last name like abbreviated, they would just do Connor MCL, and then people would read that out loud as Connor Mickle, and then it just kind of turned into Mickle. So it was my high school nickname. And then I was spinning up this channel, and I was like, I don't know what to call myself. And all my friends were like, just make it Mickle. And I was like, all right, like I don't know if that's gonna make any sense to anyone watching. It didn't really matter, right? But all my friends call me Mick, Mickle, whatever. So that's why it's always funny when I talk to people in person and they're like, Mickle's Millionaire Mob. I kind of like that a lot right there. Mickle's Millionaire Mob. That's awesome. Yeah, so they all started calling me Mickle and Mick and stuff. And then, so people always see me in person. They're like, I feel bad calling you Mickle. Like, what's your real name? I was like, oh, don't feel bad. I was like, that's like what all my best friends call me. So Nickelback. Look at this graph. Yeah, I started singing Nickelback. That'd be so funny if I had it automated where every single time I pulled up a chart, it played that Nickelback song. Like, look at this photograph. And it was just a graph of XRP. Mickle Tickle, Mickle Mania. Now there's some good ones here. We're gonna do a vote. You know, why not? Let's set up the vote right now. We'll get the vote going right now. Hold up. I need to pull up a separate screen to get the vote going. All right. All right, Militia. Militia is getting a lot of people saying they like the Militia a lot. Mafia was a good one. There's another good one. Mickle's, what did I just get on X? I just got a good one on X. Mickle's Millionaire Mob. Hold up. Sorry, let me just build out this poll real quick. What happened to it? What happened to my poll? I had this poll all set up and I lost it. I don't know why I can't run a poll from StreamYard. It's annoying. Oh, there we go. Mickle's Millionaire Mob. Mickle's Mafia. No, I think it has to be the Mickle Mafia. The Mickle Mafia. The Mickle Militia. All right, let me get back in the chat real quick. Market makers. McMaster Mickle. Well, guys, it's supposed to be a group name. So, as much as I do like that name, Team Mickle's nice and simple. Let's throw a simple one in there. I like Team Mickle. I do like that, Ed. Wow. Lucky. Mickle Moon Money Mobster Mop Mansion. That's funny. Marines. All right, Mickle Marines. I like that. Oh, I'm full. We got Mickle Mafia, Mickle Militia, Mickle's Millionaire Mob, Team Mickle. We're full on choices, but we don't have to lock it in today either. I just want to run this initial vote, and then if something else comes in, then we'll vote again. We'll make this a bit of a process. Nickelodeon. Oh, that's funny. Mickle me that. All right. We're gonna run the first poll. And just see where things land, and that way we can start to weed in and out of this a little bit. Mickle's nipples? Yeah, that's not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly. The Mickle Minute. That's a good name for the show. That's a good name for the show, Shelly. I don't know if that's gonna be the name for my group, but that's a great name for the show. Roger, you're only seeing 1 like on the stream. I don't think that's right. But guys, make sure Roger's not right, and make sure to go drop a like on the stream. This is crazy. The SEC's case against Coinbase. Meanwhile, the DOJ is partnering with Coinbase. We could let's pull up some price charts too while people are voting. XRP still range bound here. Minted Mickles, mingling Mickles, Ripple Mickle. Someone sends me fan mail. Someone sends me fan mail, and it's always Mickle Ripples, Ripple Mickles, all kinds of combos. All right, so XRP still bottoming on this chart. I wouldn't be surprised if the XRP BTC chart was starting to look very good. I thought this morning XRP was pumping a bit. Oh, it actually fell back a little bit from where it was this morning. BTC XRP, unless I'm looking XRP BTC. Yeah, hanging out of this bottom part still. Let me see what we got. Mickle Manifesto. Snakey, yeah. Had to give Snakey a quick little shout out. Mickle Millionaires. I like that. I don't love having I don't love having millionaires in the name just because it sounds like a little like, I don't know. I don't really have a good reason for it. Still sitting here at this bottom of this range. Let me see where the votes are at real quick. Let's see where the votes are at. Okay, so Mickle Mafia is taking it right now. Team Mickle's doing pretty well, and Mickle Militia. All right, so we're going to sub Mickle's Millionaire Mob out. We need a new one for that. Mickle's Munchies. Mickle Tickles. Yeah, guys, we can't make it sound like I'm going to be well, actually, let's just hold that thought. I don't know if what I'm about to say is good for stream. Mickle's Money Makers. I like that. Mickle's Motivation Neaters. That's funny. Mickle's McLoving Mib. Million Mickles. Oh, that's funny right there. Million Mickles. I love that my name like fits so perfectly into all these different things. This is so funny. Mickle MCL. Yeah, I mean that's Mickle Mighty Micklers. That's good. There's a lot of good names that are just like would hurt me a little bit. Mickles. The Micklers. The Micklers is good. I like the Micklers. No, we cannot do that. Colin, we cannot do that. We need family-friendly names. Good morning, Micklers. Floor, I like that. All right. Mickle Mafia is winning. Mickle Mafia is winning right now, big time on the poll. Hold on, we're gonna do a new poll. New poll. All right. New poll. Let's see how this one hits. McLovins. I like that, but I don't want it to be. I don't necessarily want it to be a play on something that's like already a thing. You know, like I want it to be like, I want it to be its own thing. You know, like rather than like copying like a movie. About, let's see what we got. Reggie, man. Appreciate the retweet on the stream. Let me give you a follow here. Appreciate the retweet on the stream, brother. Thank you. You know what I wanted to take a look at real quick? I know Tesla was pumping hard this morning. Okay, so Tesla's still looking pretty good on the day. Let's take a look at this real quick. Tesla's still looking pretty good. If I throw this on a logarithmic chart, Tesla's got a crazy log chart. It's similar to XRP. It's similar to XRP in kind of a funny way. In the same way as XRP kind of goes on these like long sideways formations and then goes on like a parabolic step upward, like that's also kind of how Tesla moves. It's like it goes on these long sideways grinds and then ultimately pops to the upside pretty big. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla was on kind of another similar, hopefully not too long, but another pretty long sideways consolidation. Maybe it comes up here, comes back down, and then ultimately goes back up. And I hope it's not till 2027, but you never know. You never know. I'd gladly be a Don in the Mickle Mafia. Mickle Meatloaf? McChickens. Oh my God. I'm so happy my girlfriend's not watching this stream. Oh, I would be hearing puns with my name in it for like the next year. It would never stop. Even when I had a name, even when I finally settled on a name, we would never get to the end of all the puns. Also, massive shit thank you to everyone who donated the other day. It was my girlfriend's birthday, and a lot of people donated for her birthday, and she wanted to say a massive thank you to all of you guys for that. We went out to a nice dinner. We got drinks. We went out with some of our friends. We went to, I don't know if any of you guys know the band Goose. We went to a Goose show that night, and they were absolutely incredible. It was so much fun. We had a great time. So really appreciate everyone who donated. That was too kind of you guys, and I made sure to spoil her a little extra because of that. So you guys are absolutely incredible for that. Oh, this is interesting. What is this? Oh, there might be. Hold up. Take a look at this. I love how I say take a look at this and then just rug the stream. Whoops. We're back though. Pretty quick fix, I have to say. For like rugging the stream, like for it to be fixed that quickly is like pretty incredible. I am back though, right? Can we confirm? Can we confirm I'm back? I think I'm good. Hold up. I think it's lag, so I think people are just... Okay, good. Yeah, I have a button on my mouse and just instantly rugs the stream. It's crazy. Now I forget what was... Oh, yeah. Here's what we just got. All right, let me share the screen real quick. Okay, so the SEC has acknowledged 19.4B filings for Hashdex NASDAQ Crypto Index US ETF. This is interesting because it looks like they're going to be creating an ETF with XRP in it. So this is fascinating. So 215 XRP would be purchased per share of this index, which is fascinating because it's not the first XRP only ETF, but it's the first ETF with XRP in it, creating a spot market and a way for people to get access to XRP. So this is the basket Brad mentioned. Brad who? Brad Kimes? Brad Kimes or Brad Garlinghouse? Brad G? Where did he say that? Did he is that a recent tweet or did he make reference to that at a different time? Oh, there we go, Ed. Let me give Ed a shout out here. Mickle Mafia winning big again. Ed, why isn't your... I would think it's blocking the link for some reason. Oh, that's all right. I'll just type it in. Hodlersgear.com. www. All right, what did I type in wrong? Guys, just a quick shout out to Ed. Ed started up his own little merch website. So I just wanted to show you guys this off. Ed DM'd me on the back end and he's like, "How much is it to promote my new merch shop on your channel?" And I was like, "Ed, I'm not going to charge you to put your merch on my channel." I was like, "I'll give you a free shout out." So I just wanted to show this off to you guys. This is one of my favorite one. If I pee here, it's all mine. A dog just looking over the cliff. Let's see what else we got in here. John Deaton for Senate. Tumblr, know what you hold. Hodlers gang. Just wanted to shout this out, guys. Cool that Ed's got his own thing going on. And wanted to give him a quick little free shout out here because he's been an OG on the channel for a while. So definitely come check this out if you get a chance. I think some of this stuff is going to end up being very, very, very funny. So make sure to check this out. Let's get back to it, though. Mickle Hour, Mickle Mob. You guys are awesome. These names are crazy. Take a look at the news quick. See if we can get anything interesting going on. It's crazy. It's like we had like so much interesting stuff happening that last week, and now it's like old news. Oh, this is pretty cool, actually. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is something that was created at the XRP hackathon. It's something that automatically unlocks a door when you sign something with your crypto wallet. So rather than having like a gym membership when you pay monthly, it could be like a scenario where you just scan your wallet and you get access to a gym. I think stuff like this is super cool. And then you could have a smart contract in there that automatically releases the gym contract every single time you go in. So rather than paying for like monthly fees and being like, oh, I have to go to the gym this month because I'm like paying for it, it could be more of one of those things. It's like, oh, like this door automatically unlocks and I can just pay the machine itself rather than having to interact with a person. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. Some big court wins over the weekend as well. I'm not sure if people saw this, but one of the biggest things that I made a video on was the fact that, let's see, where is it? The judge in the Binance case confirmed Judge Torres's thinking that the assets themselves are not security. So this was a huge win because now we have courts essentially agreeing with the fact that XRP itself isn't a security, and Judge Torres got it right. In the court's view, then the SEC's suggestion that the token is the embodiment of the investment contract, the token represents and embodies the investment contract as opposed to subject of the investment contract, muddied the issues before the court and ignored the Supreme Court's directive that the analysis is supported to be based on the entire set of understandings and expectations surrounding the offering, and unnecessarily invited the defendant's argument that a decision in the government's favor here would somehow encroach on the jurisdiction of the Commodities Future Trading Commission. So right here, we have the courts directly going to the SEC and saying, look, this doesn't make any sense. Like, you know you're not supposed to be calling the token itself as a security. You know the token itself can't represent an embodiment. What it really is the token itself, right? It has to be some kind of link to a contract, and the SEC is not making that case. So I thought it's so interesting that the judge in the Binance case is really siding with Binance and Ripple with the XRP not being a security, as well as the BNB token. But funny enough, like the Binance case was supposed to be a case that was like good for the SEC. Like it was looking like, oh, this might be a case the SEC can actually get some momentum under. And even that is falling on its face. So it's so interesting. Like I think a lot of us knew if anyone was going to be able to beat the SEC, it was probably going to be Ripple, just because how buttoned up they were from a compliance standpoint. But to see them losing to people like Binance as well just shows that the courts are so eager to turn on the SEC. It's fantastic. I remember when we first got started making a lot of these videos and making a lot of this content, like the persuasive view was that the SEC doesn't lose. Like the view was like the SEC never loses, and like we're gonna have to be lucky to get a judge who's gonna side with us. And now it's almost seeming like every single judge is going against the SEC. So it's crazy. Why do you think David Schwartz is so against the idea that proof of stake could be a security? I think David Schwartz is just, I don't know, maybe just being diplomatic, but also maybe he just doesn't think it's a security. Like, I don't necessarily think proof of stake is a security. I think the SEC has the best argument in trying to say it's a security, but I don't necessarily think that proof of stake is a security. It's very nuanced and convoluted. And I think David Schwartz is just saying like, oh, I don't Like his theory is that it's not a security. I don't think there's any like real proof that it could be or couldn't. So I think he's just taking either side of it. Brian said, make sure to smash the like button. Appreciate that. Mickle's Mind Masters. That sounds like I'm a mind reader. Yeah, charts look actually pretty solid though. It's like we kind of created this bottom and really haven't really broke through this. It's like we kind of just keep bouncing off of it. Would love to see the market really push up in a big way at sometime soon. It's wild. We have all these crazy bullish announcements, and we just can't get the price to react. Eventually, I think that's going to change in a really big way. I just don't know what that catalyst needs to be. Like you would think with how big we're beating the SEC, like we would have serious price appreciation. But it seems like most of the market is still being suppressed. John Slack says, looks like Micah was a nothing burger for USDT. I think a lot of people just misunderstand what it's going to be. A lot of people think it's going to be like a black swan for Tether, and I just don't see it being like that. I think it's a lot more likely that I think it's a lot more likely that institutions stepping into crypto are just not going to work with Tether. Like all the new volume is going to go to USDC and Ripple stablecoin rather than Tether. So I think that's the biggest thing I think people misconstrue. It's like, I don't necessarily think Tether is going to implode. It's just like, I don't think new organizations and new institutional partners are going to work with Tether. So, you know, two things can be true. Tether can have a lot of issues around the corner in terms of who's going to work with them in the future, but it doesn't necessarily mean that Tether needs to blow up. Michael will take till the end of the year at least to be fully implemented. Yeah, things are not like single day events either. So that's a great point, Crypto Clay. One-Eyed Willie, are you the only one who followed Mickle's yawn? That's funny. No, I always eat right before this, and then like the meal like makes me a little tired, and then normally I wake up like right when the live stream's over. Everyone is acting like it's normal that XRP is stuck sideways and showing no volume. Well, the thing is like we've seen it before, so like I'm personally not worried. Like, take a look at 2013 through 2017. You had the same exact thing happening. You had XRP just trading sideways and the price decreasing. And that didn't necessarily mean that something was bad for XRP or that XRP was in some bad situation. No, in fact, it meant XRP was right around the corner from an insane move that we've never seen before. So I don't know. The fact that XRP is moving sideways with not a lot of volume, it just doesn't worry me in the slightest because time and history have told me I shouldn't be. Distinction between protocols offering staking as a service and just staking coins. Anytime anyone or is in the middle of your ROI, there's always a question of liability. Taylor, perfect. And for some reason, Taylor, I think it's because we were at the concert last night. My brain has just been a little slow this morning, but you are 100% right. You are 100% right. And I think this is the perfect way to describe it. David Schwartz is saying that staking directly isn't a security. So we'll call option 1 native staking. Option 2, I like to think of it as almost as like assisted staking. So native staking, I tend to think, is not a security, but assisted staking is like, hey, I'm giving my crypto to Coinbase, and they're staking. Like, to me, that's more of an issue. That could be an issue. And I think David Schwartz is more commenting on the native staking. So Taylor, that's an awesome point there. Is 70K XRP going to be life-changing? I can't answer that question, but I hope so. John Slack, guys. John nails it here. I don't know if it can be said much better than this. And it's a point I try to make on the channel a lot. Like, everyone doesn't want to wait for XRP to move. But then if XRP did move, then they would be late and they would have missed it. So it's so funny. Like, if we take a look at XRP in 2013 to 2018, and John Slack, this is just such a great comment, right? Like, look, we can see that XRP in this time period went up. Sorry, let me get my tool. Oh, I'm just drawing all over this chart now. This is becoming a mess fast. Let's see. XRP went up 55,000%, right? No one wanted to buy XRP right here because it was scary, right? XRP wasn't doing anything. The rest of the market was moving big. Everyone was fudding XRP. They were saying it's a banker's coin. No one wanted to touch XRP when it was at the best price possible to buy. But then XRP went up parabolic, 55,000%, and then everyone wanted to buy. But then what was everyone complaining about? That they were late. Everyone's like, oh, I couldn't get XRP. I was late. So, like, you can't have it both ways, right? You either have to be early and deal with the FUD and deal with uncertainty, or you can invest late, but you're probably not going to make much money. So that's just part of investing, right? It's just part of the way she goes. There's another very interesting chart I wanted to talk about that I kind of it got buried in my feed here. And this is institutional volume of XRP. What caused the spike in 2017? We don't know, One-Eyed Willie. We really don't. How the market creates price action, it's really hard to pin it down on exactly how that works. So I don't know if I have a necessarily good answer for you there. But take a look at this institutional volume. I mean, this could be part of it. This is institutional DEX trading. And take a look at the drop-off in DEX trading from 2018 to now. And a lot of people look at this as like a really, really bad thing, right? People look at this as hey, this is some kind of massive issue. But I look at it as much, much different. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I might have a different answer for this. I don't think it has to do with the amount of coins released. Looking at this chart, though, I don't know if this looks like the volume is in XRP. So since it's in XRP and not USD, I think it distorts the chart a little bit. Because as XRP rises in price, it takes less XRP to move. So I think I would like to see this chart in USD rather than XRP. Because if XRP goes up 10x, then you need 10x less XRP to move the same amount. So to me, that looks like that's probably what's going on with this chart. Will Ripple have clawbacks on their real USD stablecoin? Linda, that's a great question. I would assume they probably would. Yep. Ripple was still releasing their escrow during that time period. Yep, 100%. And I would assume they would have clawbacks. I don't know. Let's check out this website. What's website? I think it's X DeFi. All right, let's check it out. DeFi Pro. Let's take a look at this website. I don't think I've checked this out yet. So this is a new XRP website. Markets volume tracker. Okay, so yeah. This volume tracker, it looks like, is in XRP. Which is fascinating. It just makes it a little confusing on the USD value of what's being. Because look, back here we had 800 million XRP in volume. And over here we have far less. But if XRP went up 10x, then 80 million is actually kind of close to like 800 million because the price is 10x. So I think that's probably what we're seeing to a large degree on this chart now that I think about it. Brian, appreciate you grinding the likes, brother. Really appreciate that. Brian said, help get the 200 likes, guys. Brian, thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate you doing that. Oh, interesting. This is from Quant. We're going to see real programmable digital currency in the next year, not just for banks or traders, but for people in their everyday lives. Very interesting. It's always great to see people on the inside saying that, right? The people working with the institutions confirming that we really are a lot closer than people understand. I mean, that kind of stuff just gets me so excited for what's to come in the future. See, any other questions in the chat? Can I explain what oracles are? That's a great question. That is a great question. Yes, I can explain what oracles are. Oracles take data that's off-chain and bring it on-chain. So if you have the XRP ledger here, if you have the XRP ledger here, and say you had something like an event in the real world, so let's say you had Tesla stock. The XRP ledger has no ability to pull the price of Tesla stock without an oracle. All an oracle does is brings the price feed from Tesla onto the XRP ledger. And that way the XRP ledger can interact with things like the stock market, right? Or say you had the ability to bring weather data, right? Whether it was going to be sunny or cloudy. And Oracle provides the ability to bring that data onto the XRP ledger. Did you see the historical July bounce back? Did you see the historical July bounce back the BTC has following a red June? No, Taylor, if you could tag me, that would be awesome. Have a friend, his wife works at Fed Bank in Washington. She doesn't like him buying crypto, but she told him he could buy XRP. Could not tell him why. Wow. There we go. Have a friend, his wife works in the Fed Bank in Washington. She didn't like him buying crypto, but she told him he could buy XRP. Yeah, guys, that's fascinating. That's fascinating, and I can't say it's the first time I've heard that story. I've heard a couple stories like that, honestly, and a lot of times I'm asked not to tell stuff like this on the channel, but being in my position, you hear a lot of crazy stories. Oh, cool. So every single time we've had a negative June, pretty much, we've had a positive July. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. There was a period in the beginning of this year when everyone talked about the upcoming alt season. Is that still coming? Something went wrong? What happened? Flora, that's a great question. That's a great question. And these are the kinds of questions I love to get. So never feel like that's like a question you can't ask or it's a bad question. We're going to go to something called the total 3 floor. And the total 3 is just the total market cap of the altcoins. Total market cap of the altcoins. And we're going to zoom really far out here and just take a look at something real quick. So we're going to do weekly candles. And this does not go as far back as I wanted it to, unfortunately. Let me see if the total 2 has more price data. All right, we're going to go total 2 because there's a little more price data here. Floor, what you can see is if we take a look at what happened the last time, so let's take a look at where we are now. We can see right now that the altcoin market is kind of just hanging out right about where its previous all-time high was. So it looks like I'm not sharing my screen. This is the total 3. This is all or total 2. This is all the altcoins pretty much added together. And what we can see is right now the altcoins are kind of hanging out at their previous all-time high, but ultimately look like they're waiting to make a big move upward. They haven't broken out yet. They're gathering momentum, but what we can see is this has actually happened before. If we take a look at the last time the altcoins went on a big run right about here, it was doing the same exact thing. They were consolidating for a bit. They were trading sideways. They were gaining momentum ultimately before they made this big run. So I don't think anything has changed in that aspect. To me, it looks like the same exact thing is happening. And Floor, if we then compound that with something like the XRP to BTC ratio and take a look at that, we can see that coins like XRP seem to be at a bottom against Bitcoin. So in my opinion, no, we are not done. We have not lost sight of alt season. In my opinion, it's just that things in crypto, while they seem like they move really fast over the long term, move a little slower in the short term. So we can see right here that this is a great sign that when we're at the, let's see, if we're at the top of this range, when we're up at the top of this range, typically Bitcoin is dominating and about to go up, and we're at the bottom of this range, altcoins are about to dominate and go up. So I don't think anything is making me think the altcoin market isn't right around the corner. It's just that some people might have got a little antsy in predicting it, and it's more of something that's really building. $17 more likes to hit our goal. Brian, really appreciate you sticking on that, brother. Really, really, really appreciate it. Oh, awesome. Going there now, Taylor. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. BTC June 30th, important closes daily, weekly, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, quarterly, 6-month, all in one day. Very important closes. Let's see what we got. BTC monthly close analysis. Obvious bull flag. BTC should make a decision sometime between now and September. For now, I just accumulate hodl. Sideways consolidation, bullish continuation. RSI not overbought yet. BB. Okay, yeah. So here we have Bitcoin, and I know I'm blocking this on my picture. Kind of just consolidating where it is. Overall bullish. Okay, so this is the candle he's really... Oh, this is annoying. Hold on. All right, so this is the candle he's really watching. He wants to see this candle close upward and kind of push out the top of this range, which I totally see why he wants to see that. Oh, wow. Look at the 6-month chart. Yeah, that's incredible. If you could get Bitcoin closing all the way up here, it would confirm a very bullish 6-month. Awesome, Taylor. Appreciate that. That's really cool. Hey, Mickle, hope all's well. Do you think, given the circumstances, XRP in this lawsuit, do you think XRP can make a parabolic jump after it end, then hold its high without a drastic drop? We see in previous charts? Good question. We'll go over to an XRP price chart. Yeah, so what we can see is like XRP has kind of had two different kinds of movements. XRP has had one movement before in the past where it goes on these parabolic runs and ultimately goes so high and so fast that even when it does pull back massively, it never comes close to where it was before. And then there's also been scenarios where XRP went on big parabolic runs. I guess even in this case, if you were to take the bottom, it still never came all the way back to where it was. So I guess that might kind of be one of the things I say here. It's like, even when XRP does crash back down, it never comes all the way back down all the way below where it was before. But I do think XRP is pretty poised for another pretty big exponential run, which it goes up. Hold on. Goes up, crashes back down, and then sits at a level. Goes up, crashes back down, and sits at a level. But whenever it crashes back down, it's still up massively. Like, even if you bought XRP back in 2017 and held it all the way through the crash, you were still up like 3,000%. So sometimes I think people kind of overdo how much the retraces are. Like the retraces are bad and they can get you into trouble if you were holding in a position like if you bought on the way up, right? You weren't already positioned. So if you were FOMOing in and say you got most of your XRP in late 2017, right around here, well, that's when the retrace is going to kill you, because then you go all the way back up, then you go all the way up and then crash back to where you were, if not below where you bought. Like, that's where the retraces suck. Like, if you were buying in these early days back here instead, then even when you do the 98% retrace, you're still up thousands of percent. So, oh, awesome, Mike. Yeah, this is always how I think. I don't think the lawsuit is holding us back as much as many people think. I think it's definitely holding us back. But look, XRP went up thousands of percents in 2021, 2022. And that was in the middle of the Ripple SEC case. If we just go from bottom of this candle to top of this one, 1,600% in the middle of the case. So I don't think the case is necessarily holding us back. Yeah, a lot of people always ask when I'm going to sell. It has nothing to do with like price or really time frames. It's more of when XRP achieves kind of what I believe it can achieve. And if it achieves those things, I believe the price is going to be very high. And if it doesn't achieve those things, it was a failed investment. Now, I don't think XRP is going to be a failed investment. I think XRP has never looked better from an investment thesis, but I don't really think of it in terms of, oh, this is where I get out of XRP or this is where I sell XRP. It's more like I'm going to hold my XRP until what I think happens is going to happen. Like imagine imagine this, you had a thesis that Amazon in the early days was going to become the standard for delivering goods like everywhere in the world. And then like in the process of Amazon achieving that thesis, the price went up past your price target, but they still haven't like achieved everything you knew they could. You wouldn't sell all your Amazon. You would just say, oh, the market thinks this product is more valuable than I initially anticipated. But that doesn't necessarily mean I have to sell out of all my Amazon. And in that same exact way, right? Say you bought Apple in 2008 and you're like, all right, I'm going to sell all my Apple by 2015. But then you look and like Apple's still blowing it out of the water, right? Apple's still selling iPhones. They still have great products. Like the time frame didn't get you anywhere. You like should always be watching a thesis and evaluating it. And as long as the thesis is still strong and as long as you still think there's growth and opportunity, then it doesn't always make sense to be liquidating all your assets based on arbitrary profit taking zones. Now, if your goal is to take profit in order to facilitate something else in your life, like to pay off debt or do something like that, that can be a great thing to do. I just don't want people to think that it's always great to just liquidate, sell, create cash when there could be other opportunities at play. Guys, with all that said, I got to run. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope everyone's having a great day. 4th of July week. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys get outside, celebrate with some family, have some fun. You guys are all absolutely incredible. Hopefully we have some very exciting times ahead. Guys, thank you so much. And for now, Mikkel out.